right, here at the Trump rally in Freeland, Michigan, with somebody I know quite well. She used to be my co-anchor here on Real America's Voice. You recognize my good friend, Tudor Dixon. Tudor, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Yeah, you've had quite an adventure since we've last spoken. You ran for governor in Michigan. Boy, do we wish it had turned out differently, because the Democrat agenda, it's not good for Michigan. And you look at it on the national level. I mean, look at what's going on in colleges and so forth. I mean, it is infuriating to me. What do you say?
It's such a stark difference between 2020 and today, because 2020, the Democrats thought they had us with all these riots and the George Floyd narrative, and now they are trying to defend what is happening on college campuses because they went too far in progressivism. And because they've gone too far, Joe Biden doesn't know how to answer to that, because he doesn't want to alienate his base, but he also can't accept what's happening. If you were any president whatsoever, you would bring the FBI in, you would say, wait a minute, where's this funding coming from? It's coming through Act Blue. How can that be happening? How do all these kids on college campuses have the same tents, have the same flyers?
They must have been on sale.
Yeah, right, yes.
Yeah.
On sale through Act Blue.
Yeah. On sale everywhere, from the University of Michigan to Columbia to USC to UCLA, everywhere. They're being funded clearly. But here's what's more telling to me is, where is Joe Biden? Okay, they issued one statement from the White House. Where is the President of the United States?
You have to ask for the statement. I mean, that's the other part about it. You have to dig for the statement. It's not something they've put out on social media. He hasn't come out and spoken about it. He won't give a press conference. We don't really know where the President of the United States is, but I wonder if the President of the United States knows where he is.
Well, there's pause. Pause. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you're doing that, it becomes a punchline, and the whole administration becomes a punchline. But look, you're a mother, you have children, you see where this country's going, you have to be as fearful as anybody else. You look at the border, you look at how much it costs to feed 4 kids like you do, right? A family of 6 in your case. I mean, for people that are living paycheck to paycheck, this is devastating.
It's not even a question. If you look 4 years ago to today, it's such a stark difference. If you look under the Trump administration to today, people were thriving when Trump was in office. And now you can hear Joe Biden saying, oh, we've got all these jobs. I mean, I thought MSNBC was, for the first time, doing a service when the woman said, well, he came back from a global pandemic. That's not exactly building jobs, you know, and then Nancy Pelosi nearly took her head off, because the truth hurts when you're a Democrat right now. The reality is they've destroyed the country. Look at the story just out of Grand Rapids. Poor Ruby Garcia. What about Laken Riley? How many more angel families do we have to have in this country before the administration says, you know what, we need to shut the border?
Yeah, Katie Tur, I'm pretty sure, is not an apologist for Donald Trump. I'm just going to go out on a limb. We've heard him talk. Look, here's the thing. Mayor Eric Adams in New York City today went scorched earth, said, you pulled down a flag over our university. My grandfather died for that flag. And so even Democrats, hardcore Democrats that supported open border policies and sanctuary city policies and possibly even amnesty, they're seeing a whole new light today.
An administration that talked about arresting parents at school board meetings because they were domestic terrorists, who won't say anything about students coming out and saying, I stand with Hamas, a definite terrorist organization. They have problems, and they know it, and they're nervous.
So they should be nervous. And here's the last thing I'll talk to you about is all 7 swing states. I don't think Georgia and North Carolina should be on the list, because I think that Georgia was an anomaly and North Carolina is so far away that Donald Trump has that. But Michigan's close, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Nevada, and Arizona. But he's leading in all of them. It's a complete departure from 4 years ago. He's leading in all of them. He didn't lead in any of them back then. How important?
Incredibly important. Michigan, I believe that as Michigan goes the nation, and that's why you suddenly see this uncommitted vote has them so freaked out. That is, Michigan is the reason Joe Biden is silent right now on these college protests, because it wasn't just that we had an uncommitted vote coming out of the Arab American community. It was hardcore at the University of Michigan and Michigan State, and that was their moment when they went, oh no, if we lose the college students and we lose the Arab American vote,
it's over.
We're toast.
Yeah. One other state that has been a teaser for the Republicans for the last several cycles is Minnesota. Again, Arab vote. It's at 2 points. Real Clear Politics average, it's at 2 points over several polls. Not one, several polls. Joe Biden's only hanging on by 2 points there. Wouldn't it be something if Minnesota went in the red column too.
Well, and that's the interesting thing about politics. Timing is everything. And right now, seeing these protests, seeing the Democrat Party just kind of break apart right in front of us, they know the timing is so bad for them. And if this continues through the summer, there is no chance of Joe Biden coming even close to Donald Trump.
No, and that's the fear, that it gets worse than 2020. Tudor, nice to see you.
Very good to see you.
There you have it. Tudor Dixon, everybody, here on Real America's Voice Live.